So Neil, we're thrilled to hear from your experience.
Yes,
It's
thank
an honor.
you guys for having me.
We're all ears.
Awesome. So, hello everyone, my name is Neil Patel. Thank you guys for being here today. Today I'm going to be breaking down AI secrets for marketing. You guys ready to get started? Alright, let's get started. So my name is Neil Patel. I'm the co-founder of an ad agency called NP Digital. We're a global ad agency. We've helped a lot of different clients, driven a lot of traffic. We have 1,000+ people globally. And the reason I mention this is we see a lot of stats, a lot of data on what's working, what's not with AI trends. So today when I break some of these things down, keep in mind it's coming from a place of data and knowledge versus me just saying, hey, this is what I think is. The first thing you need to know is companies using AI for sales and marketing are twice as likely to be leaders in this industry. This is from McKinsey. If you're not using AI, you're missing out on a lot of potential traffic. You're missing out on a lot of potential efficiencies. You're missing out on a lot of revenue. You have to end up using it. And before we dive into the presentation, I want to play a fun game before we really start. So look at these images. If you guys had to guess, which one of these images is a person, created by natural, like a human, or is it created by AI? Which one do you guys think is AI? You guys think these are AI or humans? Raise your hand if you think they're AI. Okay, raise your hand if you think they're human. You? They're all AI. It's kind of crazy on how real they look. And I know most of you said they were AI generated, but probably said that because of the name of the presentation. The other thing you need to know is there's a shift. Companies that fully absorb AI in their value chains can double their cash flow by 2030. This again is by McKinsey. You gotta leverage it technology. Don't be afraid of it. AI isn't just a tool or technology for large organizations. It's hit the mainstream. Everyone knows Netflix. It took them 40 months to get to their first 1 million users. But on the flip side, ChatGPT hit 1 million users in roughly 5 days. Not months, days. It is one of the top 30 websites on the internet according to SimilarWeb. And they're just getting started. It's crazy how everyone is adopting this technology. And because it's so powerful. And it's the biggest thing in marketing since the internet. They can help you with analyzing data, creating content. They can even do things like help you with ideation. They can help adjust your campaigns in real time, help with targeting. The possibilities are endless. Most people overestimate AI. And when I say that, I truly mean it. Most people look at it as a magic wand, like Harry Potter. You can wave it and it can solve all problems. That's not true. It can help you with a lot of problems, but it can't solve all problems. But the funny thing is, even though most people are overestimating AI, they're actually underestimating the potential of AI in the future. In the future, it'll do much more for you than you can even imagine. Cleaning your house? A robot will clean your house. Want to cook? AI will know all the recipes on the internet based on the reviews and ratings and your taste preference. It'll cook you meals every single day. It's kind of crazy on the technology. And it keeps getting better. Look at Midjourney from February 2022 to May 2024. It's a big difference in quality. It's improving so fast. The version in May looks like a photo shoot that you're paying a company to create, or it looks like an image from Getty Images. Amazing quality. And some people are like, man, can we tell the difference between this AI created stuff versus humans? I asked you guys guessed it was AI, but I really do believe it was because of the title of the presentation. So we decided to run our own survey. We asked if people could tell if the content was written by a human or by AI. And we used both Gemini and ChatGPT, and roughly half the people realized that the content was written by AI. The other half, though, they said, we think this content's written by human. But here's what's interesting. All of the content was written by AI. And that's in its current form. Imagine another few years. The content quality will improve so much, it'll be harder and harder for others to tell. Not only is it able to write content, but it's able to do many more advanced things that are going to provide value in this world, such as analyzing a brain and breaking down where someone needs to do surgery, or combining it with augmented reality and then end up breaking down, hey, this is what you should end up doing, or showing something. It'll take the Pokemon game to the whole next level. And it's mandatory that you need to experiment with this technology in your marketing activities daily. Different people within the organization should be using this technology to try to make their job more efficient. And then once a week, I recommend within your company, people from different departments, sales, marketing, design, support, customer success, all communicate with each other once a week, maybe on a Friday, for 30 minutes, and highlighting some of the cool things they're doing with AI and showing people how they did it. This will cause others to adapt and start leveraging the technology as well. Now, the goal of artificial intelligence is to replicate a human and be like a human. It's not fully there, but they're estimating that within the next 5 years, it will be there. It's kind of crazy to think about, and a little bit creepy and scary. But if you embrace the technology and you rely on your governments will be here to protect you when it comes to AI. They're already going and setting in place quite a few different things. What makes it really cool, especially in marketing, is it has the ability to reason. It can use a lot of stats and data and analysis to end up breaking down what you should do. There was a professor who did a lot of data and analysis, and he would create these reports. And he would say, what took me weeks and months to do for my PhD students would take AI minutes. And more importantly, it does it in a more accurate way with less errors than one of my PhD students. It's kind of crazy to think about. It also has the ability to discover meaning. It can understand the context of what people are talking about online and then adapt, knowing if people are happy or sad or upset. And this is really important because the last thing you want is upset people. These are the people that you need to figure out how to delight and adjust your marketing strategies with. And if this can analyze, which it can, if it analyzes all the comments, all the reviews online, you can figure out where to spend your time and attention. What I really love about it, especially in marketing, has the ability to generalize and learn from the past. If you can understand your customer preferences, if you can understand what's causing a conversion or a sale, or what ad campaigns are working or which ones are not, you can put that in your own private instance, train up AI on all your past experiments, and then ask it questions on new experiments you're going to run. It'll tell you the likelihood that they would succeed or fail based on the past data. This will save your organization a lot of time. It's something that not a lot of companies do, but they should be doing. It also has the ability to create. Creatives, marketing campaigns are much easier to do. You may not even have to film. You may not even have to hire a photo crew. You can continually adjust and edit images in real time, really quickly, just with a few prompts. Look at this prompt, a close-up candid shot of a happy young woman wearing a blue scarf on a vacation in Santorini, white buildings and blue dome. It did a good job of following the instructions. It's not that hard. But if you ask AI to create something and you don't give a descriptive prompt, like if you just say, women in Santorini, it'll come up with a lot of different variations. You gotta be descriptive. A lot of people tell me, Neil, we're using these AI tools, but the output that we're getting is crap. It's garbage, it's basura. And I'm like, your prompt is basura. If you ask it to give you output with a very detailed prompt, you're gonna get something that's beautiful. I think that's bonita? Bonita? Something like that. So let's talk about unlocking the power of AI in your marketing, because there's a lot you can do with it, and I want to get very granular. So you can use AI technologies for 4 main things. You can actually use it for much more, but I want to go over these 4 main things in your marketing. The first thing I want to cover is forging deeper connections with your audience. Then we'll dive into optimizing campaign performance. The third thing we'll go over is creating targeted campaigns. And then the fourth and last is boosting your online visibility. So let's start with the first one, forging deeper connections with your audience. One of the best ways to forge a deeper connection is authenticity. Nike has amazing campaigns. One of the campaigns I was seeing with Nike is a woman with a prosthetic leg, a fake leg, and she was running and doing all these sports activities, and she wasn't giving up. That's amazing. It's authentic. Another campaign that I saw really well with Nike is Lindsey Vonn, the American skier, who's won a lot of medals. And they were showcasing a video of her crashing when she was skiing down a hill, and she messed up her leg. Helicopter had to take her out, take her to the hospital, and she had a long road to recovery. She was fighting hard. And you know what she did after that? She kept going and winning more medals. It really made Nike feel like an authentic, transparent brand that others can relate to. And the cool thing about AI is it can help you build trust with your audience by understanding what they like and what they don't. It can help them. It can help you analyze what's working and what's not, so you can focus on the marketing that makes people feel like your brand is more authentic. And the future of marketing is personal, and that's one way that you become more authentic, is through personalization. 71% of consumers expect personalization. 89% of marketers see it as a positive ROI when they use personalization in their campaigns. For example, if I have a dog, I don't want Amazon to show me cat food. I don't have a cat. I actually don't have a dog either. But if I had a dog, I would want them to show me only dog food. So I was flying here to Spain. And I've been in a few European countries. Netherlands, went to Turkey, Spain. I'm about to go to London tonight. So I tell my daughter, Emma, I have to go to Europe. She's like, okay, Daddy, how long are you going to be gone? Keep in mind, she's only 5 years old. She says, come back tomorrow, one day. I said, Emma, I cannot fly from Los Angeles to Netherlands and back home in one day. I got to go to many more countries. So as a 5-year-old, she starts crying. Daddy, Daddy, you're always gone. My son takes off his sock and hits me with it. You're going to be gone for my birthday. I'm not happy. I don't like you. So then I said, what can I do to make you happy? Both my kids said right then and there, go to Amazon and buy us something. I go to Amazon.com. The homepage is personalized. Not with things that I would buy, not shirts, not clothes, not toothpaste. Instead, Amazon homepage shows me tons of kids' toys. And they personalize it so much, they didn't show me the cheap ones, they showed me the most expensive ones. My kids look, they pick the expensive toys, the next day, the toys arrive, my kids say, you can leave to Europe for 10 days. That's the power of personalization. They know me so well that they know if they personalize Amazon to my children, I will spend more money. That's crazy. And there's a lot of stats on why you should personalize. Here are just some of them. If you're not personalizing, you're not going to drive as many conversions. If the homepage of Amazon showed me cheap, terrible toys, my kids probably wouldn't have picked any of them. It also could be because they're spoiled and they live in Beverly Hills. That's why they like the expensive stuff, which hopefully one day I'll fix, but that is the life I live in. But that's the power of personalization. And you can also uncover a lot of patterns and trends with AI. But if you ask anyone on your marketing team, how often do you log into analytics? I'll ask you guys actually right now. How many of you guys log into your analytics each and every single day? Raise your hand. Not even 10% of the room. Most of you do not. And of the 10% who's looking at their data each and every single day, very few of them, I bet, are actually making decisions based on that data. How many of you guys are making one change per day based on the data you get from your analytics? Raise your hand. Maybe 5 people, 6 people raise their hand. Not that many. AI can help you analyze and not just make 1 or 2 changes, but make multiple changes per day and help you save on efficiencies. I'll give you an interesting stat. According to BAN, roughly 40% of digital ad spend is wasted. Did you know over $600 billion a year is being spent on digital ads? That means roughly $240 billion of ad spend is being wasted on inefficient marketing campaigns. Maybe their percentage is a little bit off, but whether it's 100 billion, 200 billion, either way, the number is extremely large. Using AI, you can uncover more wasted spend and start improving your campaigns. This is probably one of the biggest opportunities in marketing that most companies are ignoring. It can also help you with data-driven decision making. There's a beauty brand that uses AI to analyze social media data and identify trends towards products amongst their target audience. I'll give you this example in real time. Let's say you sell beauty products. You know that you're selling to 18 to 30-year-olds, younger people. You can crawl TikTok, analyze what people like when it comes to beauty products, see the most popular trending ones with likes, comments, views, and it gives your product team ideas on what to create. It gives your marketing team ideas on what campaigns to create. You can also do this for things like sleep patterns. Companies are analyzing what's causing people to sleep well, what's not, what exercise they need to do to perform better, and they're giving all this data to their users to help perform better. There's a company called 8 Sleep in the United States that's using AI and technology to analyze sleep patterns. And what they're doing is they're analyzing all this data to eventually analyze your body and then tell you what you need to fix to be more healthy. It's kind of crazy to think about what technology can do. It's pretty much trying to run an MRI on your body while you sleep. It's kind of crazy. Stitch Fix, another one. They analyze your patterns to figure out what clothing you like and what you're probably most likely to buy based on your work, the city you live in, the weather, and all these factors. So that way, not only are you more likely to buy the clothes from them, but you're more likely to be satisfied. Starbucks, another company, they use AI to figure out what new drinks you should try that you would like based on your past purchasing patterns and based on everyone else in Starbucks who's made purchases that are similar to you. You can also use it to prevent churn. One of the most costly things in business is churn. It can help you analyze all of this. And we use it to create insights. We use it to leverage tools and technology to help us find new search trends and queries that people are typing in. Most people don't know this, but there are roughly 8.5 billion searches that take place on Google each and every single day. Did you know roughly 1.2 billion of those searches are brand new searches that have never been searched before on Google? Using AI, it's helping us find these new search terms. And we have released tools like Answer the Public that showcases some of these terms so that way companies know what to target based on what's becoming up and coming and popular. You can also decode human emotions for brand resonance. It's all about making sure that people feel more positive versus negative, because the ones that are more positive are more likely to recommend the brand. Now let's go over optimizing your campaign performance. First, there's a lot of data out there, and you can use tools like Sprout Social to process millions of messages each day and surface unique insights for what campaigns are being effective. See, a lot of people like looking at the numbers in the data. That's quantitative data. But there's another aspect to data and analytics. It's called qualitative data. That's the feedback people are giving you with their words, talking to people. You can't just rely on the numbers. You got to get feedback from people. And you can do that through tools like Sprout Social. You can also use things like ChatGPT to get recommendations based on your campaign data. We upload a lot of our data to ChatGPT in private instances so that way your data is not public. And it helps analyze and give us more feedback. It's very effective. It does what it takes humans hours to do, minutes or seconds. It's kind of crazy. We also use it to improve our email open rate. It analyzes all our emails, the times we send it, and what times actually work out the best. So that way we're not sending emails during the wrong time. We typically find sending emails early in the morning performs the best versus sending them later in the day because people tend to check emails early in the morning. We've also used it to create ads at scale. We did an experiment where we had humans create ad campaigns on Facebook. We tested this out with roughly $7 million worth of ads. Then we also had AI create ads. The human-generated ads performed better than the AI ones. We then took the winning human-generated ads, put them into AI, and said create variations based on what performed the best. AI then ended up giving us variations based on what it learned, and it then outputted ads that were better than the human performed variations. As you can see in this example, humans didn't beat AI. AI did not beat humans, but a combination of humans and AI working together performed the best. And there's other ways to leverage automation, such as marketing automation, or maximizing ad effectiveness, or real-time pricing decisions. The possibilities are endless. Now let's talk about pushing the boundaries of creativity. So, from analyzing what's there to creating something new, you gotta just look at not just what's worked in the past, but also you have to look at what you haven't tried. It's not about just iterating on past campaigns, it's about trying new stuff that you've never tried and experimenting. In generative AI, you can use it for ideation, editing, creative, Q&A, there's a lot of tools like Adobe Firefly that can help you out. The possibilities are endless. A great example of this is we started looking at how many people are using AI to write content. And we surveyed a little bit more than 1,000 marketers. 129 only use humans to write their content. 640 use AI. 282 use a combination of AI and humans. It's kind of crazy. Majority are using AI to write content. But here's something interesting. If you rely too much on AI, it can backfire. So, we did something where we took AI-written content and human-written content. And over a 5-month period, the human-written content had 283 visitors per month. The AI content only had 52 visitors a month. If you rely too much on AI and only AI, you're not going to do as well. I recommend that you create less content, and you can leverage AI combined with humans, but don't just publish purely AI-based content. It doesn't rank as well, it doesn't get as much traffic. I also love using it to adjust my images. You no longer have to reshoot a marketing campaign. You can just adjust it. You can change the shape of a dog. You can change the shape of a face. You can make me look like Tom Cruise. I don't know who's popular in Spain. Cristiano Ronaldo? No, he's Portuguese. Who? Antonio Banderas? Alright, Antonio Banderas. He hasn't made a movie in a long time. Yes. Good action character. He's from here. Oh, Zorro. Yeah. There's a company called Adventures in AI, Design Army. And this company, Design Army, was doing this campaign, Adventures in AI, and normally their campaigns would take months to produce. But with the help of AI, they were able to use the tool called Midjourney and complete their campaign in weeks. The rendered results that Midjourney produced were only 50 to 80% of what they needed, but then they had humans complete the rest, and they saved a lot of time. It also allows you to turn pictures into videos. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of pictures of me online, like all of you guys are taking, and then you'll post it online, and then my team will go and turn those pictures into video. Although I'm talking, so if you just recorded the video, I wouldn't have to use AI. And you can also take tools like HeyGen and create AI-generated influencers. It's kind of cool. And if you don't think AI influencers work, virtual influencers have almost 3x more engagement than real influencers. It's ridiculous. People want to engage more with fake people than real people. I do think this is going to change over time, but because it's novel right now, it's working extremely well. For example, there's this influencer called Lil Miquela. And Lil Miquela is getting paid by Prada and Gucci and Nestle and all these amazing brands like BMW. She's not even a real person. Someone made her up, and she promotes product through AI. I believe she has over 1 million followers on Instagram. It's something ridiculous like that. She's making a lot of money for her AI owner. Now lastly, let's talk about boosting your online visibility. Look, Gemini is here to stay. There's something on Google called AI overviews. We see it everywhere, at least in the United States. Roughly 15% of the search queries have these AI overviews for when you're searching in the United States, where it answers any question you may have. Hey, I'm going to Madrid and I'm looking for good food to eat, and I'm staying at this hotel, so I want something in a walking distance, and here are my dietary restrictions. It'll tell you what are the best restaurants based on all those criteria. You can even tell it your budget, and it'll tell you, here's the fancy restaurants, here's the low-cost restaurants. You can also make it your ally. Don't be afraid of it. You know, even with these AI overviews that I showed on the screen, we're actually seeing less impressions going to websites, but more clicks. We've seen an increase in traffic to our website with all these AI changes. Don't be afraid of it, embrace it. Again, higher click-through rates. And we're also seeing that if you cite your sources, add quotes, and use stats, you're more likely to do well in these AI sections. And this study was done by Princeton University, Georgia Tech, and Allen Institute for AI, as well as IIT Delhi. We also did our own study, and we found that a lot of people are now using AI and social media to perform searches versus before. In 2000, majority of the people were using search engines to perform their searches for questions. Now it's dropped down to 61%, 17% for social media, and 30% for AI bots. It's kind of crazy to think about. A lot of people are using ChatGPT and Gemini to get questions answered. You want to be in these platforms. You want ChatGPT to recommend your business. You want them to recommend your products, your services. So when people search on ChatGPT, I'm looking for an ad agency to hire here in Spain. A lot of times, they're recommending my own agency, NP Digital, because we're here in Spain. And when we looked at what factors are causing them to recommend our agency or other products or services, because we ask them thousands of questions relating to credit cards and bikes and cars and food places and getting all these recommendations. And when we did our analysis, here were the factors that cause them to recommend a brand or a product or a service. The first one was brand mentions. This is how many times a company, a product, or service is mentioned on the internet. The second one was reviews. Reviews are, what are other people saying about this product or company? Was it a 5-star review, 4-star review, 3-star review? Of course, you're not going to recommend a product when it has a lot of 1-star reviews. Next was relevancy. If they're talking about marketing, they would want to recommend something related to marketing. If you ask them about a marketing agency, they would recommend a marketing agency. They wouldn't recommend a design agency. Another example of relevancy is if you ask them, what is the best Spanish actor? They're going to talk about Antonio Banderas. He's a Spanish actor, even though he's playing Zorro. And I thought for some reason Zorro was in Mexico, but I could be wrong. No? He's here in Spanish, Spain? This is how little I know about culture. And then you also have age. The older you are, the more likely you're to get recommended. This is where age is beautiful. People don't want to get older. I think getting older is great. The older your business, the better off you're going to be. Then you also have recommendations. This is when someone's writing an article. This is different than a review. A review is like someone releasing a 1-star review on Amazon or 5-star. But a recommendation is me writing like a blog post and saying, Madrid is a beautiful city. You have to go and visit. I've also been to Barcelona. Amazing. First time in Malaga. This is a beautiful city. Never realized, that Spain has much more to offer in these other smaller cities, right? But if someone asks me now if they're coming to Spain, and normally I would tell everyone they had to go to Madrid, they got to go to Barcelona, and I would even make restaurant recommendations. Now, if someone was asking me, I may write an article talking about Málaga. It's beautiful. I started walking around the city, the water and everything. Amazing experience. That's an example of a recommendation. Then you have authority. If I talk to you about marketing, that's more authoritative than if, I don't know, Clint Eastwood talked about marketing. He's an actor. But on the flip side, if I talked about acting, what do I know about acting? I'm a terrible actor. Look, smart businesses aren't using AI to replace humans. They're using it in combination. If you want to do well, It's not about AI or human or if it's going to replace jobs. In marketing, they actually say AI will replace some tasks and some jobs that people are doing. But because this technology is so advanced and it's so important for businesses, especially marketers, they're saying it's going to create a whole new role of marketers who understand how to use AI, and there's going to be a lot of new jobs created. And in total, there's going to be more jobs created than lost in marketing. It's kind of crazy to think of what the technology can do. Embrace it. Don't be afraid of it. And I know a lot of you are taking pictures. If you scan this QR code, you can just download the deck and you can get all the slides and the charts, so that way you can have it for anything that you're doing in your marketing. You can pass it along to your team as well. I'll leave it up for a little bit so you have time to scan the QR code. But nonetheless, I appreciate you guys coming here, taking the time during your day. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of things to do, but I appreciate you guys coming to Malaga and sitting here to watch me talk for roughly 40 minutes. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your presence and thank you so much. It's been amazing to learn from your expertise and experience here at second day of Digital Enterprise Show. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's move to our next exciting session. Access to mass markets. Don't go anywhere. We'll start just after this short video.